normally I play, I have both.
Oh, you recorded it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That was, okay, so then that's not
I have my
me.
own albums.
Okay.
So it's like,
Oh, yeah, perfect.
it's just jamming.
Can you see me? Yeah, I guess I could.
Yeah. Don't break the camera.
I won't break the camera.
That's like
Okay.
Yeah, you can always come back.
Yes, so what that's
You're
yeah.
talking.
Yes. Huh? Okay, let me introduce.
Yeah.
Okay, action.
Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, to coming to our Art in One with Mr. Matt Suva, our Artist of the Month. And he's here tonight to tell us a little bit about his story, his journey to becoming the artist that he is today, and to answer any question that anybody may have about his journey, his inspiration, but also specifically around these pieces that he has on the wall. So with that, I would like to welcome Mr. Matt Suva.
How's everybody doing today?
Good. Yeah, great.
Good. I don't have any jokes, so don't ask. I've been painting for a very long time. I started drawing when I was a little kid, and comic books, cartoon characters, that kind of thing. And then later on in life, I never went to school officially for art. I just learned it on my own. So just, a lot of mistakes I made, but it's gotten better, as you can tell on the walls. So this is in the past year or two that I've been doing, well, 3 years actually. I've been doing more portraits of people and animals, and it's all acrylic with some ink, black ink mixed in just for outlining. And I see a picture I like, and I either stop the TV while I'm watching a movie. I like to do that. I freeze the image on the TV, and I'll draw that and paint it, or else I go into Pinterest and I use that to find pictures, or I go on Google, I do a search for homeless people or old people, because I like to do old people because they have more character in their faces. Young people are all smooth and flat and icky. So that's why and also when I was young, I used to watch old movies with my grandfather. You probably don't know any of these movies, the Bowery Boys or the Falcon, or these from the 40s and 50s and 30s. And they were a lot of them had these old jazz soundtracks or blues soundtracks, and I just love the music. So that's what got me started. And I've been listening to the music for years. Ella Fitzgerald has an amazing voice. I don't know if you ever heard of her, or if you know her music. Do you know her music?
Yes, we do.
Yeah. No, but anyway, all these people are legends in the world of blues and jazz, and they're just an amazing collection of people. Women included. A lot of the women, Ma Rainey, she was one not to be trifled with. She always told the other women singers not to sing any of her songs, or else. And one night, Bessie Smith did one of her songs, and did not end nice. So, but anyway, I don't know. I see something I like, and I just get a brush and some paper, and I paint on paper a lot. I don't always use canvas. I use paper, like maybe I have big sheets of paper that I use. I don't know. I draw on anything pretty much, except the walls. I'm not allowed to paint on the walls. I did that a long time ago, and they're all covered up now. But I love their music, and that's how I immortalize them, by doing their portraits. They're not photorealistic, but I think they show a lot of character in them. So, anybody got a question, real fast?
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah.
What made you want to start doing these portraits of black musicians, these artists?
You know, I did a few on paper. I painted them actually. I drew them and I painted them, and they came out really good. So I was like, well, you know, if I can do it on paper, I'm going to try and do it on canvas, and that's how I ended up with these people on the canvases. The Jimi Hendrix painting I did for a gentleman wanted a painting of Jimi Hendrix, and so I did it for him. And after I finished it, I told him, I was like, it's all done. And he's like, yeah, I don't want it. So I was like, okay. So I kept it, of course. So, but I think it came out pretty good. And, but I just I don't know, just the skin texture and the way they look and their defects and their, not just defects, I don't mean defects, their idiosyncrasies, that's not good. I don't know, it's just, it appeals to me more so than boring pink, white skin, you know, just, you know.
Well, I think they're very beautiful because it has a lot of character and the colors and everything. It has a special type of glow to them, and it brings out a lot of character in the
Yeah, I think it like Big Mama Horton, or Big Mama Thornton, the way she sings, you know, I mean, you can see the strength in her voice, and
right,
you know,
right.
B.B. King, he always looks like that. I met B.B. King when I went to a concert of his back in the early 90s, and that was a memory I'll never forget. And but most of these other people all passed by the time I was, you know, painting them. So, but
What type of paints do you use, though?
I use acrylic. Yeah, oil paint is good, but it's messy. It takes long to dry. You got to use linseed oil to thin it out, and it's just messy. And I don't have the open air space to be doing it because you can get asphyxiated by some of this stuff that you got to use to thin it out. And use turpentine to clean the brushes, and you know, so it's not worth my time or effort to use oil. I used oil the other day actually. I painted Blind Lemon Jefferson. Anybody know who he is?
I've seen that.
Blind Lemon Jefferson? No? Anyway, he was a blind man, of course, and I did a painting of him last year, and I just repainted him 2 days ago. And it's not on the wall, of course, but I have him at home. And he came out pretty good. But I used white oil paint for his, for highlights, and, you know, those kind of things. And but it's water-based oil paint. They have water-based oil paint now, so you don't have to use linseed oil. It doesn't smell bad. You know, you don't get sick from it. So you know, that's always good. So but it still takes time to dry though. Even though it's water-based oil, it still doesn't dry very quick. Not like acrylic. Acrylic dries like really fast. So. Oh, another thing. My mother always told me, when you create art, you create love. So, and that's what I've always tried to do. You know, through everything I've drawn, all my drawings, all my paintings, all that stuff. I've never done etchings, like, with scraping the metal. I've never tried that. You need a lot of, that's new material and like a roller, for the paper and everything. Acid wash, so it's too much, I only got so much room in the middle bedroom to do all this stuff, and keeps me out of trouble. So most of the time, unless I go into the kitchen, and yeah, no, I love doing it. It just gives me, makes me feel calm, and it takes me away from the world. I come home from work. Usually during the week I don't paint at all because I'm like, you're a little tense and everything. But on the weekends, that's when I paint, and I'll spend hours painting. And I might paint a little bit during the week or maybe draw, but nothing like what you see on the walls tonight. I don't even try to do that during the week because it just would come out. I'd be, breaking stuff. So.
On average, how long does it take you to finish one of these paintings?
I could do one over a period of time, maybe 8 hours.
Oh,
You know, it doesn't take me long. I can draw out a portrait in like an hour, 45 minutes, maybe less than that, probably less than that. And I have some drawings of old-time actors. I love old movies, so like the Thin Man movies. Ever get a chance, watch the Thin Man movies. The Humphrey Bogart movies, gotta watch them. But a lot of the character actors in them, not the main characters, but the people behind the scene, you know, behind the main character, I like to draw them because they're known, but they're not. So I like to give them the light once in a while, you know. So I like to do that. So I've got a lot of drawings that are in books and on loose paper and on big sheets. Sometimes I do like 2x3 sheets of paper, and I do big, you know, portraits on them that not too many people have seen. But they, you know, not because they're bad, but because I put them in a box, or I roll them up, put them in a, you know, put them somewhere, and they're just not, you know, seen. So maybe in 20, 30, you know, 35, 40 years, you come to the house when they have the clearing sale after I'm gone, you can get some of the paper, you know, and it's all signed, so it'd be worth something. So, but
approximately how many paintings you've done so far?
how many?
How many?
Yeah, I've done hundreds.
Oh, wow.
You know, yeah, I've got, huh?
More than 100.
Yeah, I've got a lot. I mean, a lot of them, like I said, a lot of them I do on paper, and I roll them up. So I've got a lot, you know.
And they're all done or just kind
No,
of
they're done.
sketches?
They're the ones on paper. Even though they're on paper, they're still done.
Yeah.
You know, I colored them, or I painted them, or I highlighted them. You know, did what I had to do, and they're complete. So, you know, they're done.
So what's your plan with all those paintings?
Actually, I just did, not to bring everybody down, but I just did my will the other day, and I did seriously, and I willed them to a friend of my oldest friend, his daughter. She's an artist, so I willed them to her. So I don't know if she's going to still be into art when she gets older, but she's going to be getting them. So.
How old is she now?
She's how old? 14. She's 14. So. So she's having a sale, you know, they'll let you know. So.
I personally think, my personal, I think you have a niche of your area of paint for what you do, and I really see you going real far with this, what you're doing, because you have a certain type of look and certain type of colors and certain type of, you bring out, you know, the character. It just seems like you just bring out the character, and the way I say it is because of the character. It's just like, you know, the character of black people. That's the way I see it. You know, I don't see like this perfect painting.
Right.
I see this the perfect character, and the colors and everything, and how the colors that you use is really good, and I think that you have a niche of your own, and I really see a lot of success. This is just the beginning for you. I really believe that. Please keep doing that. I'm sure, like in my culture, as people, black people in America, I think that you will go very far with this. Just keep doing those type of paintings. I'm sure that you have other styles, different types of styles of painting, but I really see you going far in this area.
Thanks. Yeah. I've done several dog portraits. I haven't done.
Oh yeah, the one you just did. Can I show?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's in the office.
And
so.
yes.
But I've done several dog portraits for people. He's going to bring out the one I did of their dog. Came out really good.
Did you ever try to show your art at maybe an art pop-up? Or, you know, on Etsy or something like that?
I had Etsy for like a year, and nothing happened. And I also had Society 6 and Redbubble. I've been on that. And yeah.
But this, I will explain. This picture is this. Well, let me stand.
Okay, get in front.
This is a picture of our dog. My wife's dog. His name is Maximus. It looks just like Maximus' character. It's perfect. It's perfect. Sweetie, would you come up here and explain?
Yeah, but yes, no. When I saw this
On the
painting,
keyboard.
I was like, he sent us a picture of the painting. And then I was like, no, this is the picture that I sent him. I said, no, it was actually the painting because it looks just like the picture. And what I love the most about this, like his eyes, you know, he captured the essence. That's what I told him when I saw this. He captured the essence of the dog with this picture. I mean, I can look at this picture and I feel like it's my dog. It's Maximus.
The
You know?
don't forget the tutor.
Yeah, and then, you know, that little yellow heart thing, he had like a little screechy that made noise. So that was his toy that he was communicating. So he was, I'm like, and then we talked to so when we come home and we're late from feeding him, he was like, what were you? So it was a late edition, so I sent him a picture of it. I said, hey, please add that to the picture. And yeah, so great job.
It's a masterpiece in our home. This one is a masterpiece. Beautiful painting.
Very beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so I've done several dog portraits. No cats, of course. You know, cats are soul stealers. They're soul stealers.
You do a lot of flowers for me.
And flowers, I do a lot of flowers. Yeah.
Paints me a flower for either my birthday or anniversary. So it's amazing.
Yeah. But no more. I'm not allowed to do any more flowers. Too many. So, but yeah. So that's what I do. I just I watch an old movie, I freeze it on the screen, and I draw the face. And then if I want, I paint it, you know? So, but that's it. I'm good. Anybody else? Anything?
Do you have a specific process to get into, like, I guess...
I drink heavily before. No. No, I see the image and I love these movies so much, you know? So when I see them, I see the characters, since I love the movies, it makes me want to do a good job, you know? So that's how I see it. So that's how I do. That's what I do. And I do a great job. I don't have any drawings of any of the sketchings of pencils I've done of these people, actors, but if you go on my website, maxubasartshop.com, you can see some of it there. Sketches, yeah. I've separated between, like, I do skateboards. Anybody skateboard? They do skateboards done?
I like them.
Yeah.
Do it.
So I got like 6 or 7 skateboards I did. I've done these little 2x2 and 2x3 canvases. They're little tiny canvases, and they're all like cartoon characters from the 60s and 70s, stuff you wouldn't know, too young. And like Scooby-Doo, that kind of thing, And so I've got 300 of those. They're just big, But they're I got movie, little movie clips, that I painted. Like the Blob, when he covers the restaurant, the diner. I don't know. Anyway, I've done them. I got that. I got 5x7s. There's 5x7s I painted. They're up over the bar. I don't know. Just whatever I get my hands on, I can paint. I paint on.
What's the biggest dimension that you?
The biggest one I've done is Ma Rainey and Lead Belly. Those are the 2 biggest ones I've done.
The little ones that you just brought today.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
Yeah, $30.
I like the frame on it too. It's beautiful. That's really cool.
And there should be a couple more in the front, so that
that's Muddy Waters.
You can take a look. They're great.
Muddy Waters is a classic bluesman.
How did you fall into blues and jazz music?
Just from watching those old movies. I love the music, and B.B. King. He was the first one I listened to. I bought his album, and just just catches on. You can't stop listening to it, you know. So, but
Do you listen to the song, to the soundtracks as you
I
find the artist?
sometimes I do. You know what?
Does it help
Normally,
the-
yeah. Sometimes normally what I do is I watch old movies when I'm painting. I go in between the image, the movie, and the canvas. So I usually watch something when I'm painting. So, but I focus on it. Just I don't know, it just helps. You know, it's like eating potato chips with a sandwich. You know, it just breaks the monotony after the soft bread. You know.
There's a certain vibe or certain
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
that you get
yeah.
in the atmosphere. Right?
Yeah. So, and that's what I do.
Who is your favorite artist?
Oh God, my favorite artist. You know, I just saw this one guy, John Singer Sargent, was one of the most prolific portrait artists of the 18th century, 19th century, and he did amazing paintings, and he did, England, Europe. He did like over 2,000 portraits and landscapes, and he did portraits for like kings and queens and nobles. And his portraits are unbelievable. They're really, John Singer Sargent. Look him up. Yeah, John Singer Sargent. He has this one painting that he did of this woman in a black dress with, I think she was wearing pearls, and it's like one of his signature, one of the paintings that he's famous for. So, but he was an amazing painter and artist. Because he drew first.
Yeah, I have him here. Then real good stuff to do.
Yeah. So,
With these oil paintings? With these oil
those are oil, yeah. Back then they didn't use acrylic, they used oil. So, because it took a lot longer to dry, so they could go back in a day or two and edit it and do whatever they wanted to it, So.
Maybe you should say, how long have you been painting?
I've been painting for years, but not professionally, but semi-professionally like this, probably 3 years, maybe 4, something like that. So, I have my dark times, I have my light times, so now I'm in my light times.
Do you have any dream galleries that you wish to exhibit your paintings at, or any location that you would like to travel?
OneTwoOne Cafe. Yeah.
Well said.
No, I actually, where I work at a private school in New Jersey, and they don't even let me put my stuff in their gallery. They have a gallery. It's small. It's a small room. It's not even this big. And they're like, it's only for students, alumni, people that are well known, and that's as far as it goes.
But you did a painting for them.
I did a painting for the red-tailed hawk. It's their mascot, and I did that, and that hangs in the admissions where the people come to see if they can get into the school. But I'll show you a picture afterwards. But it came out really, really good.
Yeah.
But
even after that, they wouldn't let you have.
they're very particular and picky, and so it's like I live with it. So, but now when I become rich and famous, I'm never going to show my stuff. So yeah, but yeah.
Keep painting like that, you'll be rich and famous.
I hope so someday. I don't become too famous. I'm gonna preach for little people.
Well, you hang around with another artist, Kerry, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Kerry, he's pretty, out there.
He's super well known. But
yeah, he's well known.
And
the Basquiat was pretty. I don't want to.
Yeah.
So now, what would you say you get out of the most that you get out of the work that you're doing? It's not money right now.
No. I watch these videos on YouTube that these artists. A lot of these older artists, they live in Maine. They move up into Maine and they just have a little house, and all they do is paint all day long. And every single one of them says, if you get into art for the money, you're not doing it. You're not going to do it.
Yes.
You know, you just do it to be happy and to, you know, relax, and it's just for you internally, basically. It's, you know, if somebody buys a painting once in a while, good. But normally, you know, it doesn't, you know. But you know, most of all these people, they're all like, I don't paint for people. I paint for myself. You know, which is what you have to do. You know, no matter what you do, even if somebody doesn't like it, you like it. You know, and it makes you happy. That's all that matters. So.
Have you ever done live painting? Or like at events, like if your band is playing?
You mean like a live, like have somebody pose?
Yeah, or
Yeah, I've done life drawing. I've done life drawing classes. You know, like there's a lady in New Hope. I live in New Jersey, down by the Delaware River, and across the river there's a little Pennsylvania town called New Hope. Very cool little town. You should go there sometime. Restaurants and stuff. Anyway, she does live life drawing classes like every Monday or every other Monday, and I've gone to that once or twice. And that's only she only charges $10, which is super cheap. Yeah. So and I've done that 3 times, I think 2 or 3 times. But you know, when they give you so much time if they give you like 5 minutes to draw somebody, you gotta like focus on like the elbow or the nose or the lips or, you know, mouth or, you know, like hand, you know, you don't have time to, you know, draw that whole body, you know. I take my time, so. But yeah, I've done life drawing class. I took a watercolor class when I was 13, several hundred years before you were born, and that was it was okay, but it wasn't what I wanted to do. You know, it was outside, it was all trees and stuff. You know, it was like lines. You know, so, but you know, this is what I do now. You know, makes me happy. Other than my wife, that makes me happy. So.
Do you do the framing yourself, or do you choose your frames yourself?
Actually, for the 12, those ones there, the smaller ones, not Jimmy, but the smaller ones, I went to Jerry's Artorama, it's an art store out by me, and they had them for sale for $8 each. Yeah. So. Yeah, but the big ones, the big brass ones, they cost me a bit more money. And I got them at the last minute because I was going to get one of the guys from work that he's a carpenter, he's going to make them for me. He's like, I'm going to do it, and he never did it, so I had to go on Amazon and buy them. So it cost me a few dollars. But I was lucky to get that. And the Jimi Hendrix frame I got from the girl in Lambertville that is an art restorator. So she gave me the frame for free. So. Yeah, I've known her a long time. So, and let's see what else. That's about it, I guess. I can't think of anything else. Just I love what I do. You know. And the postcards are the cheapest way to go if you want a postcard. Want some more?
And a postcard of each of these paintings, pretty much all of them.
Except for Jimmy.
Except Jimmy, yes.
Yeah, Jimmy's special. So that's it.
All right.
Well, thank you. We're very happy to know so much.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
The artwork is going to be here till the end of July. So if you want to come back and see or send friends, please feel free. They're also for sale. So